The OKC Thunder just made an incredible trade for this man right here, Gordon Hayward, the former Utah Jazz, Boston Celtic, Charlotte Hornet, but new OKC Thunder. Gordon Hayward is going to make his way to Oklahoma City and start playing for one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Western Conference. In this video, I want to break down to you guys why this move is so much bigger than it seems, right? Gordon Hayward might not be in the prime of his career. He might not be the best player on the Hornets. He might have not been, having the best year in the world. But this move changes everything for the Thunder and makes them so much of a better basketball team. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why I believe that. Before we jump in, though, comment down below the number 1 if you love this trade. All you're giving up is Trey Mann, and there was someone else. Let me know in the comments down below who the other player was that was involved, but I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was Davis Bertans. So, nothing too crazy. And Gordon Hayward is, a scorer. This guy can really score the ball. He can shoot it from 3. He can pull up at the mid-range. He can finish around the rim. But the one thing I love about this move is when you look at the OKC's depth chart right now, you have Shea, you have Josh Giddey, you have Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, even Chet Holmgren looks like he is the Rookie of the Year this year. But after those starting 5 guys, it gets a little bit wary, right? You have Kason Wallace, you have Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, the other Jalen Williams. But who do you really trust in that lineup? I mean, yeah, there's guys that play really well. Don't get me wrong, Thunder have a lot of solid depth, but Gordon Hayward is a step above. Here, we're going to have Terry Rozier finding the back door of Gordon Hayward, who goes up with a dunk. I want to break down some film from this game to show you guys why this is such a good fit. And these highlights aren't his career highlights. These are from just one game to show you guys, yeah, he can still put up big nights. This game, he had 27 points and 4 assists, and this was just a few weeks ago. Here we go. Gordon Hayward is going to drive into the paint. Notice how you have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys all trying to surround Gordon Hayward. He drives in and makes an excellent pass to the cutting Nick Richards. Now imagine this with Chet Holmgren, right? Imagine that with Chet Holmgren. Now here we go. What we're going to get is Ayo driving into the lane, losing the ball, and this is where Gordon Hayward can also make a lot of money in the fast break. We're going to get a quick little outlet over to Gordon Hayward, drives into the lane. They're going to play that back edge, Miles Bridges, and Gordon Hayward's able to get a contact dunk there to go. Gordon Hayward can finish around the basket. He can make the extra passes, but here we go. Watch this one as they're going to kick it out. Ish Smith over to Gordon Hayward. He's going to pump fake, get his guy up in the air, get that little bit of the inside edge, drive in, and hit this driving floater, which he ends up getting an and 1. Gordon Hayward, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be an excellent fit. Now, here we go. We're going to have an isolation Gordon Hayward up the left side here versus Kobe White. And look at this. Step back, pump fake that mid-range, and then pull up. Get the guy in the air. Just such a good job with the up fake that he can get guys up in the air. Another thing I want to show you guys, or tell you guys, is the Thunder are ranking top 4 in terms of points per game this year, right? But they're also ranked top 12 in defense. I think Gordon Hayward is not the best defender in the world, but he is a solid option. He obviously is an upgrade to some other guys on the bench. Here we go. Gordon Hayward isolating versus a very good defender here in Alex Caruso. Drives left, draws 2 defenders here, even a 3rd defender in Vucevic, and is able to either way make the floater off the glass, gets it to go. But I want to show you guys, do you see how much attention that he is drawing inside the paint here? 1, 2, 3 guys here trying to force Gordon Hayward in a different direction. And then you have 2 guys on the backside, Terry Rozier and PJ Tucker, wide open for 3. Now in OKC, they're going to hit their threes. You have Lou Dort, who's a pretty good three-point shooter. Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Shea. These guys can hit threes, right? So I think you're surrounding Gordon Hayward with really solid pieces. I feel like this is going to make him a very, versatile player here for OKC. It's going to allow him to play more of that, playmaker type of guy, right? Allowing Shea maybe to play off ball a little bit more. Allowing Josh Giddey to play a little bit off ball more. I think this is really going to help out their offense in terms of scheme. Here we go. Defensively, we're going to get DeMar DeRozan driving in. Look at the defense here by Gordon Hayward. Stands straight up, plays good defense, and ends up getting a block without even jumping. Guys, Gordon Hayward, is not a bad player at all, man. I am excited for this move. So far this season, Gordon Hayward is averaging roughly 14 points per game, playing about 30 minutes, shooting 46% from the field, 36.1% from three, averaging about 37% from three throughout his career. So listen, this is a good player. This is a good shooter. I think Trey Mann was a good shooter as well, a little bit undersized as a defender. David Bertans just didn't fit with what they wanted to do and who they had already. Gordon Hayward fits in like a puzzle piece. And I tell you right now, I am so excited. Thunder are already one of the best teams in the West. I think they just got so much better. This is such an underrated move. Bringing a guy like Gordon Hayward who can score in multiple different ways, I think this is massive for what they're trying to do rest of the season. Now, do me a favor, guys. Before we get any further into the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, join the family. We will be covering, the OKC Thunder for the rest of the season. So if you want to see more Thunder videos, comment down below saying more Thunder, okay? More Thunder, that will help me understand that you guys want to see more breakdowns, more film reviews. I got you guys covered as he comes off a screen, pull up three, off the catch, and gets it to fall. Guys, like I'm saying, subscribe, join the family. Don't forget. Also, check out Underdog Fantasy. I'm going to put in a little bit of a segment at the end of this video in like a minute or so. Go check it out, guys. They'll match your first deposit up to 100% or $100. So basically just giving you free money, and they'll give you free squares. And what that means is, for example, in Gordon Hayward's first game with OKC, they'll put him at over 0.5 points. It's the easiest way to go win some money as Gordon Hayward gets a steal here, finds his outlet over here in Terry Rozier, and Rozier is going to end up driving into the paint, hop-stepping into the lane, and getting a layup to go. I mean, great defense there by Gordon Hayward. And then here we go again, double clutch floater and one, gets it to fall. Gordon Hayward is now part of the OKC Thunder. Give me a letter grade down in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.